Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day, HBAR. Let's take a quick look here. This is a request from a couple of my community members here. What was it? I think it was Solfan and Soren. So thank you so much for the request there. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. We got to take a look at some liquidation levels here first and kind of go from there. So if you are new to the channel, just want to say, hey, thanks so much for watching. You've been watching for a while, even greater thanks to you. Deeply appreciate all the support too over the years. Coming up here on I just typed in HBARF. Coming up on 4 years of Crypto Cash. So it's been a really great, awesome experience. Thank you again, everyone, for just being an amazing part of my life. Obviously, feel free to comment below or like, subscribe, follow. I do have a Twitter, Telegram, and Discord where I post my playout charts. They're available for you there. And we also have a nice trading benefit here through Bitunix. They're handing out a Rolex watch and or MacBook Pro to anyone who hits their the volume rewards there. So really cool stuff. Anyways, let's take a quick look at the back end data here. HBAR chart's always kind of funny because it's kind of sporadic or sparse here, but let's see if we can kind of get a little bit more reading on the local areas of liquidation. We kind of zoom in here, we can see 32.5 upwards of about 34 cents. There's a pretty heavy concentration, about 34 cents, and upwards about 35.50. So technically at this point, we look at the bigger picture, we can see a little bit better of an understanding what's going on. So 34 to 37 cents is that range of liquidation. And again, liquidation, folks, is not like an exact science. People ask me to try to explain it. And the truth is, it's subjective to the trend and quite a few factors too. So the truth is, when liquidation is close, you can generally expect the price to continue further into that range because liquidation events occur a lot. Market makers will push people into liquidation zones frequently. Again, it's because they have no opposition after that and they can move the market however they see fit. And they make a lot of money doing it too. So that's just kind of the concept there. That's where short squeezes occur or long squeezes, although a little less often, do happen as well. But if we look here at liquidation delta, we can see there's a lot of volume here for longs. So in other words, people are basically taking more longs than shorts. Big surprise, and price going up. This is how it's supposed to work. And that's actually a very, very good sign here, showing that sustainability is important, or it's important to recognize that sustainability is more likely with that kind of leverage, if you will, right? If we take a look at open interest, we can see that people are hedged the most in, that's a little bit too tight. Let's see. We got what, 29.3 is pretty much that heaviest concentration. So people are pretty heavy when the price action came into that 29, just under 30-cent range, okay? So it kind of implies that there's a lot of support between 29 and 30 cents with people having the most interest there. We can see this local point of control, roughly the same point. It's in a lot of ways is very similar. Open interest and points of control is just displayed differently on different charts. But easy way to understand it: we're above support. That's a good sign. The price pulls back, likely to see a pivot or bounce off this 29-cent mark. Having said that, let's take a look at the daily and work our way down. Recognize that we are above all moving averages here. That's super fantastic. We're above our macro support range too, of course. That held like a champ there for quite a few days in a row. We can see we're maintaining above 50 in the RSI, stochastic swinging up. Money flow index is increasing quite quickly. That basically implies that there's a lot less selling pressure and people are buying more HBAR than they are selling it. We can also see MACDs converging too here, or soon to converge. A lot of very positive signs here, implying sustainability. Having said that, though, it doesn't mean we're in a perfect world. Let's take a look at the 4-hour and double check. We're above every single moving average. That's fantastic. Getting closer to 70 RSI, potential resistance range here. But generally speaking, the money flow index is above it. Okay, it tells us even though the price is considered to be overbought, there's a lot of people buying it, and that really just reinforces the likelihood of the price going higher and maybe breaking through a resistance range. So again, mostly positive stuff here. Actually, everything is positive. There's nothing here even slightly disadvantageous. What this is nice too is kind of reinforcing, even though we have some fair value gaps, we could see the price retrace by a small margin, maybe like 5 or 6%. This low 29-cent range is super supported with volume and, of course, all moving averages. So we have a lot of confluence at 29.5 in that rough estimate, that range there. And that really reinforces that if we do pull back, that'd be a solid consideration for a long. It may not pull back, though. So you may want to consider getting some skin in the game, maybe playing a couple of entry targets there, averaging in, and effectively continuing higher there. But now, if Bitcoin does end up rejecting at 100,000, which I'm expecting, and it pulls back to say 94, more like 96, 97K range, we'll probably see a retracement to this level here. So I'm just going to kind of set an arbitrary alert here in the 29-cent range. That way I'm notified later to maybe take a look and see if it's worth taking along. So just something to kind of be mindful of there. But as far as like overextension is concerned, most coins have reached their overextended state and are pulling back a little bit. This one came back down to a 7. We're already up to a 4. Basically, the easy way to translate that is we're just having this natural, healthy staircase pattern, right? Up, over, up, over. So the next target would be that 33 to 34 cent range, where we see a pretty decent chunk of liquidation, right? So 34 cents would seem like a sensible profit target. Keep in mind, we got the golden pocket before that, so it's probably more likely to find success securing profits in the low 33 to upper 32 cent range. But between now and then, the key takeaway here is that we're above the cloud, lagging spans free and clear, conversion lines over the baseline. There's no reason to consider shorting this coin. And if you've seen any of my videos today, I've pretty much said that for everything. And again, it'll turn on a dime, another 24 hours from now, Asian market just dumps Bitcoin or something, and then, then we have some red in the market. And that's par for the course, folks. The key takeaway here is that the trend is moving up. We have an ascending trend here. You can see a pretty clear higher low pattern. And until that breaks, there's no reason to consider shorting, okay? So between now and then, be careful trading this coin to the downside. You're going to find way more success taking longs. If we get lucky with an entry in the 29 cent range, I'd welcome it so we can get a nice little bounce off that local point of control and those moving averages in the 4-hour time frame. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, though. Thanks again so much for watching. Last but not least, I don't think I mentioned this, Rolex watch, MacBook Pro, available at Bitunix. Double check that. And I'm going to post a playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. But anyways, all that stuff's linked down below if you're curious. Be sure to check that out. I hope you all have a good rest of your day either way. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you soon. Take care.